Welcome to another edition of A Game a Day by Isaiah, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. I'm Isaiah Rhodes, and today's presentation will be Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Atlanta Hawks. Now, Atlanta came in on the road and stole Game 1. This is their third consecutive road Game 1 victory here in the playoffs, especially for this young Atlanta Hawks core. This is something that has propelled them in each of their series. They stole home court and were able to defeat the New York Knicks, the Philadelphia 76ers, and are trying to defeat the number 3 seeded Milwaukee Bucks, who are coming off of a tough Eastern Conference semifinals matchup between the Brooklyn Nets, which they defeated the Nets in 7 games. Now, this Hawks team is led by the magnificent Trae Young. In Game 1, he had 48 points, 11 assists. Not only did he have his 48 points, but he got contributions from John Collins, who had 23 points, 11 of 16 from the floor, with 15 rebounds. Now, Trae Young in these Game 1 victories has averaged 38 points and 10 assists. He has been able to get his shots whenever he wants, obviously with his extended range for the three-point line. That creates so much disruption from the defense because now they have to obviously step up a lot further than conventional wisdom says, and then that allows him to get into the paint on the pick and roll and set up opportunities for teammates. Now, getting the contributions from John Collins uh, wasn't wasn't really the deciding factor for that game. Obviously, he had 23 points. He came up with a huge three-pointer down the stretch to really keep the Hawks in it. And then Clint Capella got an offensive rebound to put the Bucks ahead for good. But I believe the difference in the game was the rebounding. The Hawks were able to out-rebound the Bucks 51 to 45. And when you get that level of attack on the glass, it allows you to get out and run. And these young Hawks players like to get out and run and find easy opportunities at the rim or get transition three-point shots. Now, in Game 1, the three-point shooting wasn't good on both sides. The Hawks shot 8 of 32. The Bucks shot 8 of 36. But it wasn't more so about who was the team making it. It was more about who was making it. Trae Young was 4 of 13 from 3, and when he makes his threes, it changes the trajectory of the team. Yes, the entire team as a whole missed, but when Trae is making threes, it changes the trajectory. In contrast, for the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo had 34 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists, but his running mate Chris Middleton shot 6 of 23 from the floor and 0 of 9 from 3. Also, to get a magnificent performance from Drew Holiday, 33 points on 14 of 25 shooting, only his second 20-point game of the playoffs, going back to Game 1 against Miami. But his focus will be trying to uh, slow down Trae Young and see what this Game 2 has in store. The starting five for both sides. You look at Milwaukee, Drew Holiday, Brook Lopez, Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and PJ Tucker. For the Hawks, Bogdan Bogdanovich, Clint Capella, Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, and John Collins. The Bucks inside trying to get it to Antetokounmpo is disrupted by Clint Capella. Uh, Basketball is picked up by Drew Holiday. He misses a jump shot, but PJ Tucker is there for the rebound. Finds Giannis Antetokounmpo for the finish. Again, Antetokounmpo with 34 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists, but the Bucks fell short. Bogdanovich with a mid-range jumper fadeaway, working his way around the screen, wasn't able to get it to fall. And downhill, we see Giannis Antetokounmpo in attack mode once again, coast to coast for the finish. The Bucks take a 4-0 lead. Drew Holiday on the left wing guarding Trae Young. Trae takes the high screen from John Collins. Now he gets to switch with Antetokounmpo. Both Antetokounmpo and Trae matched up on numerous possessions down the stretch in the fourth, going back to Game 1. And we see John Collins try to get a three. It's blocked by Antetokounmpo, and then uh, we see on the rebound, it's kicked by the Hawks, so possession will stay with the Bucks. See Antetokounmpo with 4 points early. The Hawks, despite being down early, it's only 2 possessions, but the Hawks won't waver.
The Hawks are a team, despite their youth, they're very scrappy, very hungry, and they've been down in multiple games here in this playoffs, including coming back from a 26-point deficit against the Philadelphia 76ers and an 18-point deficit at home against the Sixers. They will not waver. They will continue to fight, and that is a testament to their head coach, interim head coach, which will probably soon be official head coach going into the offseason, Nate McMillan. He's completely turned this season around for the Hawks, who were underachieving under Lloyd Pierce. But Nate came in, changed the trajectory of this team going back to March 1st, and since then they've been one of the best teams in the NBA. Basket made by the Hawks, but the Bucks come right back with the three from Brook Lopez. Great attack from Drew Holiday to draw and kick as Brook Lopez knocks down the three from the left corner. Kevin Huerter looking to set up John Collins in the post. He's guarded by PJ Tucker. Trying to work that right baseline. Gets it over to Solomon Hill. Hill gets to Capella, and Capella is called for the offensive foul as he dips the shoulder into PJ Tucker. Capella and PJ go back to the Houston Rocket days where both were hunting for that NBA championship, falling short on numerous occasions to the Golden State Warriors, but both definitely know the tendencies of each other, and I'm sure that this series will bring that out in full force. That basket that was made by the Hawks was a Trae Young floater. So Trae gets his first basket of the game. 9-2, Bucks lead, 7-2. Drew Holiday misses a floater inside. Offensive rebound by Giannis Antetokounmpo. He misses the layup. So the Hawks come right back. Solomon Hill attacks PJ Tucker, and we have a blocking foul this time called against PJ Tucker. But PJ definitely willing to step in there and take those charges. We look at the Bucks three-point shooting in game one, 22%. Here in the playoffs, the Bucks shot 30%. The Bucks were one of the best shooting teams in terms of efficiency all season. They shot over 50%. 33 regular season games, almost half their games in the regular season. But here in the playoffs, they haven't shot 50% or better in any of the games this postseason. So they're definitely struggling. They're a team that needs to get their three-point shooting to really get their fluidity offensively to allow Giannis to get easy baskets in the post or easy baskets in the lane, whether he's moving downhill or not. But here in the playoffs, the defense definitely changes. You're dealing with one team for about a week and a half. The tendencies are picked up much easier because you have more time to focus. So it definitely changes the defensive coverages here in the playoffs. So, but the Bucks again here in the Eastern Conference Finals for the second time in 3 seasons. So, despite their challenges, they definitely still have been an elite team. Chris Middleton going against Solomon Hill has it stolen by Hill. Great one-on-one defense there by Hill. Kevin Huerter, the unsung hero going back to Game 7 against the Philadelphia 76ers, scored 27 points in Game 7 on the road. Here with this mid-range jumper, it rims out. Rebounded by Chris Middleton. Middleton finds Antetokounmpo. He slows down on the left wing, goes right at Solomon Hill with the spin and able to adjust his body in the air with the right hand finish over Clint Capella. Great finish by Giannis. We see Trae Young trying to attack right away off the Bucks make. He's fouled on the perimeter. We look at the spin. Going left, spins back right, and with the right hand avoids the block from Clint Capella and finishes. Very, very agile finish there from Giannis Antetokounmpo when he lets the crowd know it. So with 7:50 to go here in the first quarter, it's a timeout on the floor. The Bucks lead the Hawks 9-3. Stay tuned for more. This is Game of Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back to this Game of Day by Zay presentation of the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Atlanta Hawks. I'm Isaiah Rhodes. 7:50 to go here in the first. Bucks lead the Hawks 9-3. John Collins with the basketball dribble handoff to Kevin Huerter. As Giannis Antetokounmpo was guarding Herter, they were trying to establish Collins in the post. He has to go back to Trae Young, and we see the Bucks attacking the Hawks more aggressively on the pick and roll. They're corralling Trae Young in the paint, making it very difficult on his passes. We look at Trae try to get inside against Brook Lopez, and as he tried to dump it off to Clint Capella, we saw Brook Lopez jump up in the air anticipating the lob. So it's a turnover on Trae. 7:35 to go. Holiday, guarded by Herter, takes a screen by PJ Tucker. Has Trae in the post. Good double team by the Hawks as Kevin Herter blocks Holiday with 11 seconds on the shot clock. Holiday trying to help this Bucks team get over the hump. He was definitely uh, acquired in mind to get this team over the hump. We look at Giannis in the post, driving left and kicks out to Chris Middleton, who knocks in his first three-pointer of the game, as I mentioned uh, prior in game one. He was 6 of 23 from the floor, 0 of 9 for three. Trae Young takes his first three. He misses it. Short, rebounded by Antetokounmpo. So the Bucks up 12 to 3. Downhill, Giannis attacking, trying to kick it out to Holiday. Almost stolen. PJ Tucker corrals the loose ball, kicks it to Giannis. Mid-range jumper from the left corner, no good. Rebounded by Solomon Hill. Solomon trying to get it to Trae, dribble handoff. Picked up by Chris Middleton. Crossover by Trae, left to right. And Trae jumps into Chris Middleton. That is one of those unnatural shooting motions that will be discussed in the offseason. He's clearly jumping into Middleton to get the contact. Now, on those particular calls, they're going to favor the offensive player 95% of the time. That's just the way it goes for right now. But the competition committee is reviewing all of these particular plays specifically by players that jump into the defender to draw the contact, and they're going to change this rule going forward. A lot of players like Trae Young, like like James Harden and others have utilized that particular move to get the contact and calls from the officials. So Trae makes both free throws. It's 12 to 5. Bucks lead. But what it does do is it puts Chris Middleton in foul trouble with two personal fouls here in the first quarter. He has to go to the bench. 6:28 to go. Drew Holiday comes right back and draws a foul of his own. He goes to the free throw line where he misses the first shot. Look at the game summary from game one. The free throw shooting for both teams uh, definitely has been a point of contention on both sides. Now for the Bucks, they were 14 of 16. Obviously, when you have Trae Young, Kevin Herter, and others on this team, this is one of the best free throw shooting teams in the league. But they only got 16 attempts at the free throw line. For the Bucks, they shot 11 of 14, but many have spoken at length about Giannis Antetokounmpo and his free throw routine taking longer than 10 seconds at the free throw line. Actually, the 2-minute report that comes out after every game uh, revealed that the final two free throws for Giannis were 10-second violations that weren't called. Now, thankfully for the Hawks, it didn't affect the outcome of the game. The Hawks were able to come away with the victory 116 to 113. But going back to the first round of the playoffs against the Miami Heat, we saw Giannis call for a 10-second violation at the end of regulation, which led to an overtime that the Bucks eventually pulled out. But since then, it's been very, very contentious about his routine. The Nets fans actually trolled and heckled Giannis the entire second round, which the Bucks were able to come out with the victory. But the spotlight is on Giannis going forward. Kevin Herter knocks in the three. So despite their scoring drought, the Bucks only down 4. Pat Connaughton looking to respond. He knocks down the three from the right wing, set up by Drew Holiday with the skip pass over to Connaughton. He steps into the three. So the three-point shooting here tonight, Bucks are 3 of 3, while the Hawks are 1 of 3. Trae Young with the floater over Brook Lopez. He knocks it down. So it's 15-10, 5:15 to go here in the first quarter. Trae Young steals the inbound from Pat Connaughton, intended for Drew Holiday. So that's a turnover. 5 minutes to go here in the first. Trae just knocked in the floater, takes a three from the right wing, knocks it down. Well, right now they're calling it a long two, but I'm sure they'll review that to make sure. Trae Young with 2 straight baskets, 3 or 4 from the floor with 8 points. Brook Lopez from the left wing takes a three, makes a three. So the Bucks are hot early here from 3. That particular 3 was set up from Giannis's penetration. He was able to draw the defense in and kick it to Brook Lopez, who knocks in his second 3-pointer of the first quarter. So 18-12. Trae Young turnover. PJ Tucker there for the steal. Drew Holiday gets the finish. So despite Trae Young very aggressive in scoring early, the Bucks are forcing turnovers and making it difficult on the Bucks, or the Bucks are forcing turnovers and making it difficult for the Hawks to establish themselves offensively. Kevin Huerter, mid-range jumper, set up by the screen off of Capella. He misses it, but skying in from the right side is John Collins for the offensive rebound and slam. So a timeout call by Mike Budenholzer as he senses momentum starting to shift. We see Trae Young with the shake and bake on Pat Connaughton, steps up into the long 2-point shot, and he gives the Bucks the shoulder shimmy. And we see John Collins skying in for the putback on Giannis. Giannis fell asleep there on that rebound. Bucks up 6, but the Hawks are fighting back. 3:53 to go here in the first. This is the Game of the Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back. 3:48 to go here in the first quarter. Bucks up by 6. They just missed their first 3 of the first quarter as Brent Forbes comes in, tries to knock down a 3 out of that timeout from the left wing. Wasn't able to knock it down, so the Hawks trailing by 6, building some momentum. Trae Young tries to get a pick and roll dump off to John Collins, but it's stolen, and the Bucks able to get out and run as Giannis Antetokounmpo had an easy lane to the rim, but John Collins commits the foul to slow things down. So again, the Bucks forcing these turnovers here early in the first. We look at the turnover differential right now. The Hawks with 4 turnovers, the Bucks able to get 5 points off of those turnovers. We look at Giannis at the free throw line. In his last 6 games, averaging 34.2 points per game, shooting 56%. He's definitely picked up his game as we've gotten to the latter part of these playoffs. He's looking to lead the Bucks to their first championship in 50 years, going back to Lou Alcindor, who famously became known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest players to ever play the game. And when you look at his career as he started with the Milwaukee Bucks out of UCLA, he led the Bucks to 2 finals in 1971 and 1974. Now, they lost in 1974 in 7 games to the Boston Celtics. They haven't been back to the finals since. Giannis goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line, but gets the offensive rebound. Jab steps against Collins, kicks it to Bobby Portis. Portis misses the mid-range. The offensive rebound is there for Pat Connaughton. Kicks it to Brent Forbes at the top of the key. Steps into the 3 with confidence. So those offensive rebound reloads for the Bucks coming into the fold and helping them extend this lead to 10. For the Hawks, that's what helped them finish out the Bucks going back to game 1. Most notably, a 3-point shot from John Collins in the left corner came from multiple offensive rebounds given up by the Bucks that cut a 4-point Bucks lead to 1 and really changed the trajectory of the game. Trae Young gets the pick and roll with Collins. He finishes at the right side of the rim on a layup. And we see Giannis at the rim, set up by Drew Holiday. Alley-oop and finishes there. So Giannis Antetokounmpo getting very aggressive early, 9 points, 4 of 7 from the floor. Lou Williams thought about a mid-range jump shot, crossover dribble right to left, pump fake on Bryn Forbes. Thought about going up for the shot, but didn't take it. So it'll be a foul on the floor against the Bucks. But again, this is that trying to draw the contact. You go into the defender. That's something Lou Williams has definitely mastered over his time, especially going back to his time with the Houston Rockets, playing with James Harden specifically. Both of those guys exploited the Oklahoma City Thunder all series going back to 2017. Gallinari gets the bucket for the Hawks. Bucks come right back, try to get a three from Bryn Forbes, and Onigo Ganku was there for the rebound. It went off of Oganku, but they say possession goes to the Hawks. It should be going to the Bucks. I think they will reverse this, or they should reverse this. Yeah, this. Okay. I can see why Oganku off the replay it looked like Bobby Portis came in at the last minute and knocked it out of Oganku's hand. So Hawks get possession. Gallinari again in the post, trying to finish over Pat Connaughton. Connaughton took a shot to the face, but Gallinari is able to finish on the left block. So Bucks up by 6, 26-20. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first. Antetokounmpo, 9 points. Kicks it to Bobby Portis in the left corner. The three-point shot is good. So the Bucks early attacking that three-point line. Trae Young finds Lou Williams. Left corner three. As Trae Young drove right to the rim and he kicked it to that left corner for three. So he gets the 3 points back, 29-23. Bucks lead the Hawks. As Giannis draws and kicks once again. This time Portis from the right side misses the three. Rebound to the Hawks. Hawks started 1 of 7. Now they're 8 of 9. They're in a groove. Now 9 of 10. We get another three. This time Gallinari knocks it down. So while the Bucks have picked it up from three here in this first quarter, they're 6 of 9. The Hawks are getting into their groove. They're 3 of 5. Bucks up 29-26. Now 32-26. A three-point shot from Drew Holiday extends this lead, and the three-point shooting for the Bucks is there. We look at Gallinari in the post. This time looking to set up Connaughton on the left block. Connaughton tried to jump the passing lane and deny that pass, but he's called for the foul. So back and forth we go as both teams shooting exceptionally well here in the first quarter. The Hawks are 10 of 17, 59% from the floor. The Bucks 12 of 22, 55% from the floor. The three-point shooting from the Bucks has been the difference. They're 7 of 10 from three. And when we look at the turnovers right now, the turnovers have been an issue for the Hawks. They have 5 turnovers, and the Bucks have got 9 points off of those turnovers. The Bucks have 4 turnovers, and the Hawks have 5 points off of those turnovers. Gallinari makes the first. He makes the second. So it is a 4-point game now. Chris Middleton back into the game. 2 personal fouls on Chris Middleton. So head coach Mike Budenholzer has to be conscious of Middleton's foul trouble. As you see Drew Holiday attack that left baseline and kick it to Bobby Portis on the right wing. He misses a 3. So it's a 4-point game. Trae Young, crossover dribble on Drew Holiday. He misses it short. Rebounded by Middleton. There's a 2-second differential between shot clock and game clock. 32-28. Bucks lead the Hawks. Pat Connaughton sets the screen on Solomon Hill to separate Chris Middleton. Middleton pulls up for 3 over Gallinari. Knew he was going to miss it, but chases down his rebound off of the left side of the rim and goes right up for the layup. So it's a 6-point game with 4 seconds to go. Lou Williams for 3. He misses it off the back rim, so we go into the second quarter with the Bucks very aggressive early, utilizing that 3-point line to create separation. But the Hawks have not gone away. Trae Young, very aggressive. He has 8 points early. The Hawks have been able to get to the free throw line, get the Bucks in foul trouble, and that's allowed for them to stay in this game. So stay tuned for more. This is the Game of the Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. I'm Isaiah Rose. The Bucks lead the Hawks 34-28. Here going into the second quarter of Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back to this game two of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Milwaukee Bucks and Atlanta Hawks. The Bucks lead the Hawks 34 to 28 here in the first. As we look at Nate McMillan, his interim record for the Hawks in 51 games, 36 and 15. He's led this Hawks team. He's definitely changed the trajectory of this season, and this Hawks team is not afraid, despite being very young. Their lack of playoff experience helps them in a sense to say they don't know what they don't know. They're just here to play and go at the next level. Uh, Out of uh, that intermission between first and second quarter, we see the Hawks come back with a turnover as Giannis Antetokounmpo gets to steal, goes coast to coast, and gets the easy finish. This particular lineup for the Hawks doesn't see Trey Young or John Collins on the floor. Their second unit is exclusively on the floor with Kevin Huerter, Lou Williams, Onigo Ganku, and Gallinari. The one starter they have on the floor is Bogdanovich, but Bogdanovich has been plagued by a sore right knee, which has hampered him over the last couple of games. The Bucks come out early here in the second quarter with two baskets, one by Antetokounmpo, one by Chris Middleton. Uh, Lou Williams missed a fadeaway jumper on the left wing prior to that Chris Middleton basket. Onigo Ganku stops the bleeding just a bit, able to finish his side over Brent Forbes. So the Hawks just have to keep it within striking distance while Trey Young and Collins are on the bench. Middleton trying to go around the screen from Antetokounmpo, mishandles the basketball. Bogdanovich at the rim, able to get the steal and get the floater inside. So turnovers plaguing both squads right now. Middleton takes a screen from Bobby Portis. Portis knocked down a couple of threes in that first quarter. You see Connaughton. Connaughton takes a three, makes a three, and he's set up by Chris Middleton. Connaughton has been known to knock down key three-point shots for this Bucks team all season. We're in the guts of this particular playoff run now. This is the final series for the Eastern Conference going towards that finals run. You got to be able to knock down key shots when it matters most. And we see Pat Connaughton picks up another foul. The Bucks tonight 8 of 13 from three already. Going back to game one, they're 8 of 36 from three. We see PJ Tucker come into the game. PJ comes into the game for Brent Forbes. So with 9:50 to go, Bucks up 9, 41 to 32. Hawks have the basketball. Lou Williams gets it to Huerter. 8 on the shot clock. Bogdanovich gets it inside to Ogunku, and we got a foul. So Ogunku in the paint, trying to create mismatches. We look at the replay. He got the pump fake, and as he got the pump fake up, trying to split PJ Tucker and Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo left his feet just for a bit. There was some body contact. Hawks come away with the three-point shot from Gallinari, but it's missed. Rebounded by Pat Connaughton. We look at Antetokounmpo attacking. What a setup inside for PJ Tucker. Wasn't quite ready to go up for the layup. And Antetokounmpo's going right to PJ, telling him to go up for that layup. The pass was bad. But Bobby Portis is fouled. So 9:23 to go. Bucks with possession. Antetokounmpo already with a number of assists going back to that first quarter. Again, moving downhill, goes back to the spin against Gallinari. Gallinari could do nothing with that move there. Working his way left, spins back right for the easy layup. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. The Hawks come back with the three-point shot. Gallinari rims out on the three, and we got a loose ball foul. We look at Antetokounmpo again. Puts Gallinari in the spin cycle. Couldn't do anything there. He probably should have been called for the foul, trying to rack Antetokounmpo up. But again, Antetokounmpo very aggressive here in the first quarter. He had a great game going back to game one, and he's just continuing his prolific approach right now. Bogdanovich, left wing three, he knocks it down. So the three-point shot is going to have to be there for the Hawks to keep within striking distance while Trae Young and Collins are out. We look at Middleton. Middleton attacking, finds Brent Forbes. Forbes takes the catch, attacks on the left wing, gets the finish. Then Bobby Portis steals the inbound and is able to finish over Clint Capella. Clint Capella very lazy on that inbound. So the Bucks get 4 points back and now are up by 12. Lou Williams attacking Brent Forbes. Mid-range jump shot, not there. Bobby Portis very aggressive off the bench here in this first half. We approach 8 minutes to go. Giannis, skip pass over to Forbes. Left wing three, no good. Fighting for that rebound is PJ Tucker, but he couldn't quite grab it. Rebounded by Gallinari. That was a momentum shot there from Brent Forbes trying to put the kill shot in. And although he missed it, Nate McMillan definitely senses momentum shifting. Bobby Portis playing a huge role off the bench early. 8:03 to go. 47-35, Bucks lead. But there's still a lot of time left. We'll be back with more. This is the Game of the Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to a Game of the Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Bucks up 47-35. Trae Young comes back into the game, misses the jump shot from the left corner. The Bucks come down and is able to get a basket set up from Jrue Holiday to Bobby Portis. Portis with another basket here in the first half, providing that energy necessary to propel this Bucks team to their first victory here in the Eastern Conference Finals. And we look at the alley-oop setup for Clint Capella. It initially looked like a turnover, but I think they're going to call for a deflection. Let's see. Okay, so there's a foul. There's a foul against Jrue Holiday trying to stop Capella from catching the pass. The pass was too high for Capella, but the possession will stay with the Hawks. 14 on the shot clock. Trailing by 14, 49-35. With the shooting prowess of this Hawks team, they're definitely not out of a game. Kevin Huerter, right wing three, step back over Jrue Holiday. He knocks it down. So again, that three-point line, it keeps you in the game. We look at a potential turnover for the Bucks. Bobby Portis saves that possession. Jrue Holiday attacking, doesn't get the layup. Great way to stay vertical there for John Collins. Look at Trae Young trying to find Bogdanovich for the three on the right wing. Good closeout from Portis. He skip passes it to Kevin Huerter. Left wing three, no good. Rebounded by Portis. Look at Bobby Portis' numbers here in the first half. He's been very, very aggressive again, providing that spark. Already in 8 minutes, 3 of 6 from the floor. If we look at Giannis inside with the finish, great footwork there against Clint Capella, but so much Capella can do. But again, Bobby Portis, 3 of 6 from the floor, 3 rebounds. He has 7 points. Giannis, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Trae Young comes right back with the 3. So he's keeping the Hawks in it. The three-point line is there for this Hawks team. Fadeaway jumper for Middleton, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Bobby Portis and John Collins. Possession will stay with the Bucks. It's a 10-point game. 51-41. We look at Giannis as he steps back, took the space, went left, spun back right, was cut off by Capella, but we looked at him bring his left foot through just to sweep right through and get that layup. So good footwork from Giannis. 41-31 Bucks lead. Kicks out to Middleton. 3-point shot falls short. John Collins is coming in strong with these rebounds. Halfway through this second quarter. We approach 5:40 here in the second. 3-point shot for Young, no good. Outlet pass from Antetokounmpo to Jrue Holiday. Great outlet pass from Antetokounmpo to Holiday. And Holiday able to finish with that left hand. So back to 12. Holiday cutting off Trae Young at the top. And then we see Holiday trying to throw we see Trae Young trying to throw an alley-oop for Collins, and it's stolen. Good deflection there by Brook Lopez. So again, these turnovers for the Hawks coming back to haunt them. We look at the total turnovers right now for the Hawks. They have 7 turnovers. 7 turnovers, and the Bucks have 13 points over those turnovers. So those 13 points have contributed to this 12-point lead. 5:24 to go here in the first half. Middleton inside for Brook Lopez, and he slams it home over Clint Capella with the left hand. 55-41. Trae Young trying to attack Giannis. Blocked by Lopez. Lopez trying to save it from going out of bounds. Hawks able to run it down, though. So Trae Young corralled by Antetokounmpo and Lopez with 6 seconds left. We look at Middleton set up Brook Lopez off the screen and go right down the middle for that slam. And then we see Trae Young trying to attack Giannis, and Giannis leads him right into Brook Lopez. But the Bucks couldn't save the possession. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. And we see Cam Reddish get his first playoff experience. He had missed so much time with a sore Achilles. So Cam Reddish getting his first playoff experience here in 2021. Trae Young with another turnover. Chris Middleton is there for the steal, and he gets the reverse as Bogdanovich wasn't able to cut him off. Hawks trail by 16, 57-41. 4:45 to go. Nate McMillan has to call a timeout to stem this momentum. Stay tuned for more. This is a Game of Day by Zay presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back as we continue this Game of Day by Zay presentation of the Atlanta Hawks versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Another turnover for the Hawks. Trae Young trying to set up a pick and roll with Collins. Turned into a steal by Drew Holiday. 3-point shot for Brook Lopez, left corner, is good. And the Bucks have opened up a 20-point lead as we approach 4 minutes to go here in the second. The turnovers have killed the Hawks tonight. 20 points off of the Hawks turnovers. Trae Young trying to get inside, has it deflected by Brook Lopez. PJ Tucker on the run, finds Drew Holiday with another reverse layup at the rim. Another reverse layup at the rim. The Bucks have completely corralled Trae Young, especially on those attacks towards the rim. 6 turnovers here in this second quarter for the Hawks. Bogdanovich trying to find Cam Reddish at the rim, misses the dunk. Rebounded by PJ Tucker, finds Giannis. And Giannis is fouled by Gallinari to stop the fast break. And look at Chris Middleton, who finds Brook Lopez in that left corner for 3. Big 3 opened up that 20-point lead, and then we see the steal as PJ Tucker got out on the run and found Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday's been magnificent on those leak-outs defensively to create easy opportunities at the rim for him. Tonight, Holiday has continued his efficient shooting, coming off of that 33-point performance in Game 1. 4 of 8 from the floor with 9 points. Antetokounmpo attacking downhill, finds Brook Lopez for the dump off on the left side of the rim. He gets that floater to fall. So now the Bucks up by 24. Again, this Hawks team, although they're down by 24, they're definitely not out of the game. They've come back from big deficits throughout this entire playoff run. The Bucks right now on a 26-8 run. Giannis in the paint against John Collins, trying to finish inside, and is fouled by Collins. We approach 3 minutes to play. Look at Antetokounmpo trying to back down Collins from the left block. Pardon me, from the left block. He fouls him. Looked to be trying to draw the jump ball, but prior to the jump ball, he got a lot of risk there. Antetokounmpo playing magnificent here in this first half and 20 minutes of play. 7 of 10 from the floor, 15.7 rebounds, 5 assists. First free throw for Antetokounmpo is good. We go back to game 1. In game 1, Antetokounmpo again from the floor, 14 of 25 from the floor at the free throw line, 6 of 8. So he's definitely looked to be turning the corner
at the free throw line. The early parts of this playoff shooting horrendous from the free throw line, but as the series waned with the Nets towards that game 6 and game 7, we saw Giannis start to knock down key free throws when it mattered most. Again, his efficiency has always been there as a scorer, especially in the paint, but the free throw shooting is very, very important. Look at Trae Young with 10 points, 7 turnovers, another turnover for the Hawks this time. Kevin Huerter trying to set up Clint Capella. Clint Capella wasn't ready for the pass. Antetokounmpo steps into a 3. He misses it off the back rim. Bucks up by 26, 66-40. Huerter trying to set up Collins inside, guarded by Middleton. Instead goes to Capella. Capella with the left-handed floater. He misses it, rebounded by Middleton. Holiday, left wing 3, knocks it down. So right now, the Bucks are clicking on all cylinders. Obviously, they felt like they let one slip away going back to game 1. So they want to prove a point. They want an 18-0 run over the last 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Missed 3 by Trae Young. Rebounded by Chris Middleton. And again, another leak out for Jrue Holiday at the rim. Great outlet pass from Chris Middleton off of that rebound. And it's a 31-point game as we approach 2 minutes to play here in the first half. 71-40. Kevin Huerter now on the switch with Antetokounmpo. Goes to Collins in the post. Chris Middleton with 2 personal fouls here in the first half. Collins stopped the bleeding momentarily with that first basket in a long while for the Hawks. We get a timeout by Mike Budenholzer. 1:40 to go. Bucks lead by 29. 71-42. This is game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Bucks and Hawks. Stay tuned for more. I'm Isaiah Rhodes. Welcome back. As the Bucks have opened up a 29-point lead against this Hawks team, they've been able to attack the Hawks off of turnovers and get easy opportunities while also knocking down the 3. Another long 2 for Jrue Holiday, which I'm sure they'll review to see and make sure it's a 2 and not a 3. But Milwaukee up by 31 right now as we approach a minute to go here in the first half. They've been able to attack Trae Young. Defensively, Trae takes a 3 from the left wing. He misses it. Rebounded by P.J. Tucker. P.J.'s fouled by Collins on the rebound. Trae Young tonight with 10 points. He has 7 turnovers tonight, and it's only the first half. The Bucks have definitely made more adjustments on that pick and roll for Trae. We haven't seen as many alley-oop attempts towards Collins and Capella tonight, and when they have tried, Antetokounmpo and Brook Lopez specifically have been there to make it very, very difficult. While also Jrue Holiday, Chris Middleton, and others have been in those passing lanes to make it difficult for Trae to get those dump offs inside for teammates as well. The three-point line has been an issue for the Hawks here in the second quarter. From three tonight, the Hawks are shooting 5 of 17, 29%, while the Bucks are 10 of 18. PJ goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line, rebounded by Trae Young. So we're under a minute to go. 32-point lead for this Bucks team. Again, the Hawks will not go away. Obviously, they're down, and many people would assume the game is over. But this Hawks team has come back from multiple double-digit deficits all playoffs. Clint Capella misses a layup, and we were going to get a Bobby Portis 3 from the left corner. He actually made the 3, but he steps out of bounds prior to taking the shot. So Trae Young takes a 3, top of the key, gets the separation from Jrue Holiday on the screen, and steps into the 3 with confidence. This Hawks team, because of their ability to shoot the 3, is never out of the game. The Bucks have to keep their foot on the gas, knowing the capabilities of this Hawks team, and continue to be aggressive. Jrue Holiday, guarded by Cam Reddish, left to right crossover. At the rim, the reverse is there, and he knocks it down. Great acrobatic finish there by Jrue Holiday. Tough defense initially by Cam Reddish, but he got caught in the blender. Left to right crossover. attacks that right baseline, took the contact from Capella, and was able to get that reverse in English off of the rim. Holiday tonight has been very, very aggressive. And if you're the Bucks, this is what you want to see. Holiday already with 19 points. Him in the first half, he makes the free throw to complete the and-one. 19 points in the first half, coming off of a 33-point performance in Game 1. We see Bobby Portis having words with Solomon Hill. You see referees trying to get in between Portis and Hill. They call a technical foul on Bobby Portis, but Trae Young misses the free throw. 10.6 to go here in the first half. Obviously, both teams just want to make sure they get to halftime with no issues. The Bucks have played a virtually perfect first half. They've gotten magnificent defense. They've been able to get out and run. They've knocked down their three, and they've stopped Trae Young. Another turnover for Trae Young. He tried to dump it off, and at the buzzer, the shot does not fall. It wouldn't have counted anyway. But the Bucks will go into the half up by 32, 77-45. The 43-point second quarter is their season high, including the playoffs. So when you look at what the Bucks have done again, a virtually perfect first half. They've knocked down their three-point shots. They're 10 of 18 from three. They've been able to shoot efficiently from the floor, 65% overall, 31 of 48 from the floor. They've out-rebounded the Hawks, 21-15. They forced numerous turnovers all night, 12 turnovers forced, and they have 22 points off of those turnovers. 8 of those turnovers are attributed to Trae Young. So they made it difficult on the Hawks' best player. And the Hawks have not led this entire game. They came into that second quarter only down 6, but they were outscored 43-17. Trae Young tonight, 13 points, 5 of 12 from the floor, but he's 1 of 7 from 3. The 23 points that Trae got from John Collins definitely was the deciding factor that helped the Hawks get over the top in Game 1. In game 2 here in the first half, only 3 of 6 with 6 points. So the Bucks have made some adjustments. Now it's time for the Hawks to try to build towards in Game 3. This game is not over because it's still 24 minutes left. But you want to try to build good habits and try to build some momentum going into Game 3. So we'll stay tuned to see if the Hawks are able to do that. Can they make the Bucks think about it going into the fourth quarter? Will they have to make the Bucks execute, or will the Bucks continue this momentum run where they're just running away with it? We'll see. This is a Game of Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. It's a 77-45 lead for the Bucks over the Hawks here in Game 2. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to this A Game of Day by Zay presentation presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. I'm Isaiah Rhodes. We are analyzing the Milwaukee Bucks and Atlanta Hawks Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Hawks have struggled the entire first half. Specifically, they're in that second quarter where they turned over the ball a bunch, most notably by Trae Young. Trae Young with 8 turnovers there in that first half. He's been corralled by this Hawks team despite his 13 points, 1 of 7 from 3. The Bucks have been able to knock down the 3, 10 of 18 from 3 for them, and they've gotten magnificent performances from Drew Holiday and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Trae Young cut off by Brook Lopez, and we have a 24-second violation. Trae Young trying to probe and prod in that paint, trying to draw a kick, but he got corralled by Brook Lopez once again. Tried to go to the baseline, cut off by Lopez. Lopez able to defend him. Trae wasn't even able to get the shot off. So another turnover for the Hawks, and we get a basket. As Brook Lopez able to get that floater inside, he's fouled. So that's more points off of turnovers. PJ able to set up Brook Lopez perfectly. Look at that was Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton able to get that floater in. The foul was committed by Bogdanovich trying to strip Lopez going up. Lopez completes the and one. So the Bucks are up by 35, 80 to 45. Kevin Herter looking to set up Bogdanovich dribble handoff at the top of the key. Cut off by PJ Tucker. Skip pass from Bogdanovich over to Trae Young. Trae Young with the floater over Brook Lopez, able to finish it. So Lopez was there, but Trae Young able to get it over his outstretched arms from that left corner. Skip pass over from Drew Holiday to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo takes another three. He misses it. His second three-pointer of the night. He misses a three. It looks like PJ Tucker was hit just a bit. So now the Hawks trying to get some early offense. They're working around the perimeter. Kevin Herter, straightaway three. He misses it. Rebounded by Chris Middleton. We got a foul against Atlanta. We see PJ Tucker still trying to move his neck around. We see PJ took a shot to the neck from Trae Young trying to fight for one of those rebounds. He got hit in the neck and the jaw. PJ still trying to run it off. Middleton, left corner three. He misses it. PJ fighting for that rebound. Possession will stay with the Bucks. $14 on the shot clock. Milwaukee in control. Looking to finish off this game 2. Tie this series at 1. Drew Holiday inbounds to PJ. PJ has it deflected. 8 on the shot clock. Giannis moving downhill. Attacks John Collins. One leg fadeaway. Good. So Drew Holiday, Antetokounmpo in the zone tonight. Now with 19 points. He ties Drew Holiday for the team lead in points. Herter over to Collins. Dribble handoff to Bogdanovich. Switch. PJ Tucker guarding Collins. That mid-range jumper from the right block is good. Collins tonight very, very quiet compared to game 1 where he had 23 points. Holiday. Right wing three. Good. So Drew Holiday is getting out of his shooting funk over the last 2 games. We go back to game 1. We look at game 1. Holiday again, 33 points. He shot 14 of 25 from the floor, 5 of 12 from 3. Trae Young misses a 3, and coast to coast, Giannis Antetokounmpo gets another basket. Giannis tonight, 21 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. For Drew Holiday tonight, Holiday with 22 points, 9 of 13 from the floor, 3 of 3 from 3. The only area he struggled tonight is at the free throw line where he's 1 of 3. Clint Capella once again can't score inside. He misses it, gets the offensive rebound, and finishes over Brook Lopez. Holiday looking to find Antetokounmpo. Straightaway 3 for Antetokounmpo. He misses another 3. So he's 0 of 3 tonight. The three-pointer is not there. He's been very judicious with how he takes it here tonight. And we look at Trae Young again with another opportunity for a floater. Wasn't able to get the finish, but Clint Capella's there for the putback. He couldn't finish the putback because he committed a wedgie where the ball gets stuck in between the backboard and the rim. So it'll be a jump ball. 8:34 to go here in the third. The Bucks have been in control. We look at the team stats so far. The three-point shooting for the Bucks has been amazing tonight. 11 of 22 from the floor. They're shooting 64% overall. We look at the turnovers right now for the Bucks against the Hawks. What a pass from Drew Holiday to PJ Tucker to the right corner. PJ misses it short, but that pass was amazing. Out of that right block, kicked it to that. Out of the left block, kicked it to that right corner. PJ just missed it. We look at the turnovers right now. The Hawks have 14 turnovers. The Bucks have 25 points off of those 14 turnovers. John Collins for 3. Great pass set up there by Trae Young. The skip passed it to their left corner. Collins knocks in the 3. So now it's a 33-point game. Coming right back is Chris Middleton. He misses a 3. So The Hawks trying to establish some momentum here. 3-point shot from Bogdanovich is good. And the momentum is shifting. It's a 30-point game now. 7:47 to go. Again, this Hawks team, although it might seem outlandish, being down 30, 7:47 to go here in the third, they can make some noise. This is a team that has come back from multiple double-digit deficits, especially their 27-point deficit against the Philadelphia 76ers in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And they also came back from an 18-point deficit at home against the Philadelphia 76ers in Game 4. Won both of those games, and that propelled them to a seven-game series victory over the Sixers in the semifinals. So this Bucks team cannot get comfortable. It's a 30-point game with 7:47 to go here in the third. 87-57, Bucks beat. Stay tuned. Welcome back. 7:37 to go here in the third. Bucks up 30, but the Hawks are trending in the right direction. Brook Lopez misses a three. PJ Tucker's there for the offensive rebound. Finds Giannis at the rim. Finishes the layup. And they do not call a foul. I thought they would call a foul on Clint Capella. But the basket is good. So Giannis with 23 points. The Bucks desperately needed that basket as things were starting to trend towards the Hawks' direction with a number of threes. But another turnover for the Hawks lends itself to a Chris Middleton steal. Potentially could be a clear path foul. They have to check to see if that'll be a clear path foul. But PJ Tucker set up that opportunity for Giannis at the rim with his tenacity on the offensive glass. Good to see him still aggressive despite taking that shot to the neck by Trae Young, fighting for a rebound. They don't call a clear path foul, but possession will stay with the Bucks. 7 minutes to go. Here in the third, up 32, 89-57. Giannis trying to work the left baseline, has it deflected by Capella. 12 on the shot clock. So it'll be baseline out of bounds. Drew Holiday will be inbounding. Chris Middleton trying to kick out to Brook Lopez. Right wing three is no good. Fighting for the rebound is Drew Holiday. We got a loose ball foul against PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker's been attacking that offensive glass all night, trying to keep the Bucks with multiple possessions. He, along with Bobby Portis, who cannot go unseen here tonight, definitely provided a spark for the Bucks there in that first half with a lot of energy on the offensive glass, really just attacking, getting deflections defensively, knocking down outside shots, and just being a spark plug. Another three for the Hawks as Bogdanovich misses a right corner three, another rebound for Giannis. Giannis thought about setting up Middleton, kicks it to Middleton. That right corner three is good. Late close out there by John Collins. So another assist for Giannis. Trae Young trying to get to that free throw line. Takes the jumper. He misses it. Rebounded by Clint Capella. Kicks it to Collins. Left corner three. Falls off the back rim. Rebounded by PJ. Halfway through this third quarter. Looking for PJ Tucker. Holiday probably should have gone to Brook Lopez at the rim. Tried to go to PJ Tucker on the pick and roll. Clint Capella in the post, kicks it to Herter. Herter thought about a three. Good closeout by Chris Middleton in the left corner. Herter with 9 on the shot clock, trying to get inside for that fadeaway jumper. Knocks it down. So Herter showing some ability off the dribble there under pressure. Good closeout by Middleton to make that shot difficult. Middleton at the top of the key finds Giannis. Giannis steps back just a bit. One leg fadeaway. He already knocked it down earlier in this quarter. Knocks down another one, this time from the left side of the free throw line. So Giannis with 25 points. Bucks up 94-59. Herter, guarded by Middleton. Over to Collins. Collins dribble handoff to Bogdanovich. Takes the three. Rims out. Rebounded by Lopez. Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. So if you're the Bucks, you just want to finish this quarter and get your premier starters out of the game, get them some rest before going into game 3, which will be Sunday. Trae Young working the left baseline, kicks it to Herter, right corner, rims out, fighting for the rebound is Antetokounmpo and Capella. It'll go to the Bucks. So 4:28 to go here in the third. The Bucks up 94-59. See John Collins go to the bench. John Collins is trying to get it going here in this third quarter. 5 points here in the third, 11.5 of 9 from the floor, but the game has just gotten too far away from the Hawks right now. Trae Young with 15.6 of 16 from the floor. Drew Holiday at the top of the key, thinks about a three, takes the three, and rims out. Rebounded by Capella, almost stolen by PJ Tucker, but Bogdanovich is there. Bogdanovich dealing with that sore right knee. He's trying to gut it out here for the Hawks, but he's definitely been limited in his compromise this Hawks team. But they've found different ways to continuously battle. Another turnover for Trae Young. Drew Holiday is fouled to stop the fast break. That's 9 turnovers for Trae Young here tonight. We got a timeout on the floor. 3:48 to go. Milwaukee leads 94-59, looking to close out this game 2 in the Eastern Conference Finals. This is a Game of the Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. I'm Isaiah Rhodes. Stay tuned. Welcome back as the Bucks lead by 35, 94-59. 3:47 to go here in the third. This is game 2 between the Bucks and the Hawks. The Hawks lead the series 1-0. They came in Milwaukee, stole game 1, 116-113. And now the Bucks are trying to make a statement before going to Atlanta. Now Atlanta has already been in this experience in their first 2 series. They've won game 1, lost game 2, going back to Atlanta. Definitely looking to take control of both series. Now against New York in the first round, they were able to win both in Atlanta, come back to New York in game 5, and win that series relatively easily. Now, against Philadelphia, they went to Atlanta, and Philadelphia got home court back, winning game 3, and then had an opportunity to go up 3-1, leading by 18 against the Hawks, but the Hawks again fought back and were able to win that game. Then went into Philadelphia and got home court back for game 5 by coming back from a 27-point deficit to defeat the Sixers in heartbreaking fashion if you're a Sixers fan. But let's see how this series turns out, as this is game 2. Game 3 will be on Sunday. Obviously, I'll be here to break down the series and give you the play-by-play. Chris Middleton knocks in a mid-range jump shot to push the lead to 37, 96-59, 2:38 to go here in the third. Solomon Hill misses a 3, but it's a loose ball foul against the Bucks, so possession will stay with the Hawks. See Clint Capella winded. He goes to the bench. Ganku comes in. So for the Hawks, their entire second unit is on the floor. Gallinari, Kevin Herter, Ogunku, Solomon Hill, and Lou Williams. Herter, guarded by Bobby Portis. I mentioned Portis bringing energy in that first half, really setting the tone for that second unit. Bobby Portis, in 12 minutes, was 3 of 7 from the floor. 3 of 7 from the floor with 7 points, 3 rebounds. Milwaukee gets another basket while I was reading those stats. Couldn't quite see who got that bucket, but the Hawks trail by 40. Gallinari knocks in a mid-range jumper from the left wing. Bryn Forbes straightaway 3. He misses it off the back rim. Pat Connaughton trying to fight for the offensive rebound. Couldn't get to it. Lou Williams is there. He gets the rebound with under 2 minutes to go here in the third. And we got a loose ball foul against Okongwu. Offensive foul, sealing off Drew Holiday. You got to look at this replay here. They call the foul against Ogunku. We look at the seal off. Drew Holiday is actually fronting Ogunku really, really well, but they call the foul against Ogunku, trying to push Holiday out the way. So Middleton with 14 points pulls up for a mid-range. He misses it. Rebounded by Ogunku. So the Hawks trailing by 38. We got another offensive foul against Gallinari. He pushes off against Pat Connaughton. So we got a technical foul against Gallinari, who clearly detests the call. He thinks Pat Connaughton flopped, but you can see Gallinari push Connaughton off, and as he's called for the foul, he waves off the ref very demonstratively. So it'll be a technical foul. Free throw is good for Chris Middleton. If you're Atlanta, you got to chalk this game up and get ready to. You got to chalk this game up and get ready to make the adjustments necessary to go to Atlanta. You did what you had to do. You came in and stole game one. Every game has its own identity. Every game won't be close, especially in this series. These series take on a life of its own. But you have to constantly be ready to adjust. The Bucks made the adjustment going from game one to game two. Now it's the Hawks' turn. What will they be able to protect the basketball? The possessions are very, very valuable. You got to be able to protect the basketball, get out and run, and find easy opportunities for your rim runners, for John Collins, for Capella. Part of it, you got to be able to knock down the three-point shot. If Trey's not knocking down the three, then this team is in trouble. Lou Williams knocks in a mid-range jump shot from the left corner over Thanasis Antetokounmpo. He gets his first action of the game tonight. Under a minute to go. Holiday in control, 100-63. Pat Connaughton, right corner three, knocks it down. Late closeout by Lou Williams. So Bucks back up by 40, and we get a steal from Drew Holiday on the inbound, but Gallinari steals it right back. So we got a 14-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Inside, we got a foul against Pat Connaughton. Call for the foul against Ogunku. 29.7 seconds left. Tonight, the Hawks just couldn't get it going offensively. Too many turnovers, as I mentioned. We look at the points off of those turnovers. The Bucks got 25 points off of 18 Bucks turnovers. 25 points off of 18 Bucks turnovers, and really, really put them in position to finish out this game too. We still got 12 minutes to go, but it's 103-63. We got an offensive foul called against Pat Connaughton, setting the screen. And we got a timeout. We got a timeout by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to challenge the call. I don't know, man. It's too you up by 40. It's but so much you're gonna do. They're gonna call it the way they call it. Right now, you don't want to waste any timeouts or waste any time. But you want to keep the officials honest, so they're gonna review it. We'll be back. 6.8 to go here in the third. Bucks up 40, 103-63. Stay tuned for more. So the Bucks lose the challenge. 6.8 left to go in the third. They get a shot from Ogunku at the end of the quarter. Basket is no good. So we go into the fourth with the Bucks up 40, 103-63. They're in control of Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm Isaiah Rhodes. This is the Game of the Day by Isaiah, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned for the final 12 minutes. Welcome back. As we start this fourth quarter, the game thoroughly in hand. Bucks up 40, 103-63 over the Hawks. Second unison for both squads. Now we see Jeff Teague into the game for the Bucks right now. Jeff Teague getting his first action in quite a while here in the playoffs. He did get some action against the Miami Heat, but the Bucks swept that series. That series wasn't really a challenge for the Nets series. Teague didn't get in, but Teague actually started the season with um, he actually started the season with the Boston Celtics, trying to get on for a championship run with them. Didn't quite work out there. The the Celtics dealt with a lot of different injuries. There was a lot going on internally in terms of personnel and things of that nature. So he ended up signing off waivers with this Bucks team and reuniting with Mike Budenholzer. Budenholzer and T go back to Atlanta, where that Hawks team actually went to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2015, but they lost to LeBron and the Cavs. Teague with the basketball, looking to get it to Bobby Portis. It's deflected. They say it's not deflected. They say it's not deflected, so possession will go back to the Hawks. Bucks able to get a basket while I was breaking down Jeff Teague's season. That basket is from Jordan Nwora. Nwora in rare minutes here in the playoffs, played sparingly against Miami. Played sparingly against Miami. On the season, average just under 6 points per game out of Louisville. 22-year-old getting experience here in the Eastern Conference Finals. Elijah Bryant is in the game at point guard for the Bucks. So again, the second and third unit in right now, getting the final minutes. This game in control. As you see, Portis miss a jump shot. He's fouled. Then Antetokounmpo comes in with a slam with the right hand. It doesn't count, but it gets the crowd going. As Thanasis is definitely a energy guy for this Bucks team. It shows the athleticism. He's usually there as a cheerleader for his squad, most notably his younger brother, Giannis. But he gets to come in the game every now and then and just provide that spark plug. This final 10 minutes, if you're the Hawks, obviously you don't have your starters in, but you want to get Cam Reddish some minutes. You want to try to build some momentum. Obviously, it won't be against the Bucks' main starters or main rotation guys, but you want to try to establish anything positive and look for any player that could be used later on in this series, because we see on multiple occasions there's always that unsung hero on playoff runs that are necessary. You look at Cam Reddish looking to attack off the dribble again. Reddish out of Duke University, year two player, still trying to find his way in the league as a shooter and go-to guy. He dealt with some Achilles injury, some Achilles soreness this year that really changed the outlook on this season. It looked as if he wouldn't be able to return. But this deep run that the Hawks have gone on has allowed for him to get his first playoff action here in 2021. Bryant takes a three off the back rim, rebounded by Reddish. Reddish known to be a shooter. In high school, he was known as one of the best scorers in the nation. At Duke, he played with R.J. Barrett and the great Zion Williamson. But obviously, being in those two shadows, he wasn't really able to really come into his own. Being on this Hawks team to complement Trae Young, he was assumed to be one of the compliments to Trae and really take this Hawks team to the next level. While they did go to the next level, it hasn't been due to Cam Reddish's breakout year just yet. But hopefully, this playoff experience at the latter part of the season could develop his confidence to where he'll go into the next season healthy and find a role necessary to help him establish himself in the league. Now, Chris Dunn is in the game for the Hawks. Chris Dunn, out of Providence, one of the premier guards coming out of his draft class. Out of Providence, he drew much comparisons to Russell Westbrook because of his athleticism, his ability to play defense and get opportunities on the fast break and utilize that athleticism. But in the league, he hasn't really gotten much going due to injury and his lack of a jump shot so far. He played on Chicago for some years, wasn't able to get anything going. On the Hawks, again, when you're led by Trae Young and all of these guards like Bogdanovich and Herter, he's going to be on the back end in terms of rotation. But tonight, he's getting some opportunities, and we'll see what he's able to do in his final 8 minutes and 40 seconds. Cam Reddish gets his first playoff basket. He gets a three-point shot. 109-73. Jeff Teague comes right back, draws a foul. So he'll be going to the free throw line looking to get the 3 points back. We see Teague attack Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish got caught reaching. And then you see, once again, a player trying to initiate contact. He goes right into Cam Reddish to draw the contact. The shot wasn't a natural shooting motion. But again, when they call that foul, they're always going to give it to the offensive player. So you see Teague finish that shot and complete the N1. Cam Reddish comes right back, looks to get a shot. He misses it, rebounded by Bryant. Elijah Bryant looking to get it over to Noir. Basket is no good. As Tony Snell's into the game, he finds Ogunku at the rim. Ogunku misses. So 112-73. This is what we consider garbage time. Obviously, a blowout is what it is, but you got to play to the zeros. So both teams definitely want to get action in for players that don't necessarily play and get those minutes in. But again, at the same time, you want to try to establish a rhythm, establish something positive going into Game 3, which will be this Sunday. That last basket for the Bucks was made by Mamadi Diakite. Pardon me, Diakite. Mamadi Diakite got the last basket for the Bucks. Elijah Bryant takes a three from the left corner, unable to get the three to fall. Rebounded by Chris Dunn. Dunn on the left sideline looking to attack Jeff Teague. Draws a foul. So we have 7 minutes to go. The Bucks thoroughly in control, 114-73. The Hawks, while they are getting blown out tonight in Game 2, this game is totally separate from Game 1. You came in, did your job, you stole home court. Now you have to turn your attention and all of your focus onto Game 3. How can you make adjustments? How can you respond to getting punched in the mouth? Reddish in that right corner. As the Hawks working around to the left corner, Tony Snell takes a three and misses it. Rebounded by Bryant. Elijah Bryant at the rim. Has his shot blocked. Big block, but we got a tough fall by Nathan Wright. As he fell, he actually caught the chase down on Bryant. Was able to get the block, but the block, he jumped so high, he got caught in the air and fell over Chris Dunn and fell directly on his back. Wasn't able to brace his fall, fell right on his back. So they have to take an injury timeout to make sure that Wright is good. We'll be back with more. This is a Game of the Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back to a Game of the Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. The Atlanta Hawks lead this Eastern Conference Finals Series 1-0, but Milwaukee is up 114-73 with 6:41 to go here in the fourth quarter. I want to make a correction. I said Nathan Wright, but the player that hurt his back is Nathan Knight. Nathan Knight took a hard fall as he got a block on Elijah Bryant at the rim. As he wasn't able to brace his fall, he got caught in the air against his teammate Chris Dunn, who was backing into him while the block was occurring, and Nathan fell directly on his back. So he was able to walk off on his own volition, walk to the back. So that's a good thing. Bruno Fernando into the game out of Maryland. The 22-year-old makes the first free throw. He draws a foul.
He'll go to the free throw line. He was actually suspended for Game 7 of the Eastern Conference semifinals between the 76ers and Atlanta Hawks because he came off the bench during a dust-up between Joel Embiid and John Collins. Now, no punches were thrown. Uh, there was double technical. So no, there wasn't any issue there. But he was actually suspended from Game 7, which the Hawks ended up winning. So he has an opportunity to play him in the Eastern Conference Finals. Fernando at the rim gets another basket. So 2 free throws for him, and then he gets a dunk. So 4 points for him. 114-77. Jeff Teague attacking, looking to get a floater inside.
So Teague being very aggressive in limited time here. He doesn't know when he'll get back into the game. He's not a prime rotation player for this Bucks team. But again, he's on the last stages of his career, looking to get any opportunities he can, trying to ease his way into a championship. And if he could provide spot minutes for this Bucks team, he'll do so. As Cam Reddish misses a 3, another basket for Jeff Teague is good. We look at Cam Reddish attack, come right back and get a basket. So Cam Reddish starting to get some bounce here, get something going. Under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. Teague, guarded by Fernando, takes the 3. He misses it. Rebounded by Nwora. Antetokounmpo, Thanasis, attacks the baseline, that right baseline. He skies for the 2-hand slam. Chris Dunn at the top of the key, guarded by Thanasis. He attacks, tries to get a floater inside. He gets the floater to fall. So the pace of the game is very open right now. Both teams trying to keep this clock running so we can get to game 3. Nwora misses a 3, but the offensive rebound is there for Thanasis. So we look at Thanasis attack that right baseline as he jumps up, skying for that slam. Chris Dunn tried to come over and thought about taking the charge, but it was nothing you could do there. So 4:18 to go, 120-81. The Bucks definitely sent a statement. You want to let the Hawks know you let one slip away. The Hawks don't care, though. They stole the game. It doesn't matter how you get it, whether you win by 1 or you win by 40, you get a win. Thanasis at the rim has it stripped. Great defense there by Chris Dunn as Thanasis tried to go left and attack the rim. Chris Dunn strips it off of his knee. So possession goes back to the Hawks. 120-83. The Hawks actually got a basket on a steal and dunk by Skylar Mays. So 120-83. The Hawks try to come back and set up an alley-oop. Tony Snell has the alley-oop stolen by Diakite. Mamadi Diakite prevents that alley-oop. And we see Thanasis go to the bench. Thanasis with a number of points definitely provided some energy for the Bucks crowd in the empty minutes of this game. 120-83. Nwora tries to take a fadeaway jump shot from the right wing, rebounded by Chris Dunn. Dunn works that right baseline, attacking, can't finish, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2. Chris Dunn in his career is still very young. Chris Dunn is only 25 years old. Pardon me, 27. 27, born in 94. out of Providence. The first pick, a first round pick for Minnesota. First round pick for Minnesota. He was actually the fifth pick overall in his career, though. He just hasn't been able to really get solid ground in the league. His first year in Minnesota, and then he was traded to Chicago. He played in Chicago for 3 years, dealt with injuries all 3 years. Here in the regular season, only played 4 games for the Hawks, but in limited time, he's obviously stayed in good graces, got some playoff experience here in the Eastern Conference Finals. So we'll be back with more as this is a Game of the Day by Zay presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. It's 120 to 85, 2:46 to go. Stay tuned. Welcome back as we finish up this thorough victory for the Bucks. Cam Reddish makes 2 free throws to make it 87, 122 to 87. Reddish trying to get some action in this. Is his first playoff experience this year. He's been battling an Achilles injury. He didn't tear it, but it was definitely strained. He dealt with a lot of soreness that kept him out for some extended time. But it's good to see him back again just to get some experience, try to build his confidence going into next season, which will be year 3. Hopefully he can find his niche with this Hawks team, who's definitely gotten it going with their core of Trae Young, John Collins, Bogdanovich, and Herter. If he could find his way into that core, this Hawks team could be a terror for years to come. They're so young, and obviously getting this Eastern Conference Finals experience, whether they win this series or not, is definitely what they need to be a championship contender going forward. But despite being so young, you assume, hey, you're going to have a window forever. You can't assume that. You got to try to get better. This Hawks team definitely has surprised so many different people. They've been underdogs in every single round that they've played in this series, and they've come away with 2 series wins against the Knicks and the Sixers. So they're not the Bucks aren't out of the water just because they've won this game 1. Again, we have to go back to Atlanta. We'll see what game 3 and 4 has in store. But regardless of what happens for the Hawks, you're playing with house money. Playing with house money and the opportunity to go to the 2021 NBA Finals. You can't ask for anything better than that. Tony Snell off the glass. Basket is good. So we approach a minute to play. Bucks trying to hold the Hawks under 90 points. I don't know if they'll be able to do that right now. It's 122 to 89. Elijah Bryant gets the floater to fall, so we're under a minute to play. But this Hawks team definitely came into Milwaukee and did what they had to do. They won game 1, 116 to 113. They were able to get a magnificent performance from Trae Young, 48 points with 11 assists. John Collins contributed 23 points to solidify that game for the Hawks. And now we're here in game 2, 124 to 89, 36 seconds left. Giannis Antetokounmpo coming off of a magnificent performance of 34, 12, and 9. Despite falling short, he came right back with the performance in game 2. You have 25 points for Giannis, 11 of 17 from the floor. He didn't have to play big minutes tonight because they were able to dominate. But again, just a magnificent performance. He was 3 or 4 from the free throw line. The only real blemish on the shooting percentage was his over 3 from 3. 25 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. He also got 22 points from Drew Holiday. 22 points, 9 of 14 from the floor, 3 of 4 from 3. The only blemish from him was at the free throw line, 1 of 3. But again, the balance from this Bucks team, specifically between Giannis and Holiday, and then Middleton shot better from the floor. He dealt with foul trouble early, so he wasn't quite able to get in the true rhythm, but he didn't have to because it was such a blowout. He had 15.6 of 13 from the floor.
The true mark of this game was the defensive end. They forced so many turnovers on this Hawks team and were able to get points off of turnovers. The Hawks had 20 turnovers tonight. The Bucks got 25 points off of those turnovers. You complement that with the magnificent three-point shooting tonight. 15 of 41 from three. They shot 36%, but it was a much higher percentage earlier in the game when the game was in the balance. So this is the first playoff game this postseason where the Bucks shoot over 50%. They shot 52% from the floor. The Hawks shot 41%. I mentioned the turnovers that they had. They didn't shoot well from three. They shot 9 of 36. And when you look at their star players, Trae Young in 28 minutes, 6 of 16 from the floor, 1 of 8 from three. He had 15 points, and he wasn't quite able to get others involved tonight with only 3 assists. The turnovers were an issue with 9, and that really contributed and spearheaded the issues the Hawks had with turnovers as a team. John Collins tonight only 11 points, 5 of them now from the floor. And again, the Hawks weren't able to get it going once Trae uh, couldn't spark them offensively. So we'll be back with Game 3. That'll be Sunday. I'll provide coverage. Make sure you tune in. This is a Game of Day by Zay presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. As the Bucks come back and win Game 2, 125-91, the Hawks go home court. So we'll be back in Atlanta to see if the Hawks can hold court, or if the Bucks will come back and still home court in their own right. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. Peace.